Hey guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. So today I get to hang out with Gabby. She's been in Northern Kentucky. She often ditches me for the weekends to go see Brian. But we're gonna hang out today and go get a workout in about an hour and a half. So I will edit that together and I might do an informational one. It'll depend on what footage we get. But I just wanted to sit down and talk real quick for future Vlogmas videos. I was brainstorming today and I just wanted to know if some of you guys would be interested. And okay, I understand it can be annoying when people ask all the time, like, what do you want to see? Like, what videos do you want to see next? I have a lot of ideas that I'd like to implement and do, but if no one's interested in it, then I don't want to spend my time making a video. So when you hear YouTube people and Instagram people, what do you want to see more of? Actually answer them because they value your input and want to know what's going on.
So today I went to the doctor and I was driving through the parking garage and one second. Ugh.
Oh yeah, sorry. The seat is buckled because I have a dog and the alarm goes off. I'm not just like, don't want people to be buckled. So just fair warning before someone comments about that.
So I was driving through the parking garage and I saw my dream car. And I was so hyped, and I like got out, like took pictures of it, and then I like left, and then I circled around and went back to look at it again, and I just sat there like looking at it. And if you go watch my video, you'll see this.
Basically, she wanted to tell this story for a shameless plug to go to her channel.
I started bawling my eyes out. I was literally recording and I was just like, I'm gonna start crying now, I'm not kidding. Literally just started bawling my eyes out because I love this car so much, and I didn't even realize how much I loved it until I saw it in person, and I was like, this is it.
I'll flash a picture up of the car right here.
Just re-motivated me, and I am so ready to kill it. And like, wow, yeah, you can do anything you set your mind to. I literally saw that car and I was just like, wow, I need to go on a rant about how you can literally do anything you want and you can achieve whatever you want, because I'm gonna have that frickin' car.
So you can do hard things.
Because I can do hard things.
Exactly.
It's beautiful. Wow. So that's my story. I started, literally, I will show you the video. I was bawling my eyes out. I was like, why am I crying so hard right now?
Something on my eye. It hurts.
Yeah, oh, shout out Kylie if you're watching this. Thanks for letting me wear your hat.
Alright guys, I'm just going to do a little bit informational just to talk some, and quick edits are cool, but I thought it would be fun to talk more about what exactly I'm doing here. So Gabby and I are doing buys and tries today, and it was a really quick workout, so if you're looking for a quick workout, do this one. I haven't worked out buys and tries together in a long time, so it was nice to do. So Gabby is doing seated curls right now, and seated curls are going to help you not use your whole body. If you see people doing curls and they're pushing their whole body forward, that's when they're struggling with the weight. Being able to do exercises seated has been a game changer for me. And if you're looking at doing any kind of exercise, whether it be shoulders, buys, anything, doing it seated might help you. And then I am doing some wrist exercise because one of my goals for this off season is to be able to put 50-pound dumbbells in each hand up for weights, for sets and reps. So before I started prep, I was able to get 45s and maybe one set at 50, but since prep I lost not a ton of muscle, but I just wasn't working on building a ton of strength. I could still put up 35s, but 50s were a one-time thing before prep, and I want to get back to it, but I do have really weak wrists, and I notice when I am benching and when I'm doing shoulder exercises that I can tell that my wrists really struggle. So doing some little wrist curls will help you. I've also seen people take a dumbbell and rest their forearm on a bench and then just use their wrist to lift up the weight. So I'm going to let the rest of us play for a second. And Gabby said she's talking right now about her forearms because you use some of your forearms and doing wrist exercises. And she said by putting these supersetted together that she could feel the forearms even more so when she was doing the curls. So right now I'm curling with 15s. Gabby's did the first set with 20, and I do the next 2 sets with 20. And as you can see, I kind of tap my toe as I'm doing that, and that's just kind of mentally reset myself. I know that sounds kind of odd, but I don't want to be yanking my body forward. I want to keep strict form. So by just tapping my foot before I do each rep, I don't know what it is, but just kind of helps me. There are a bunch of different cues people use to remind themselves of things, and that's just something small I use. Now I just cut to a different angle real quick so you could see where my arms were when I was doing these bicep curls. With curls, there are a lot of different ways to do them. So because you see someone doing them a different way doesn't mean they're wrong. You can do them out to the side, like in a V or W form. You can do them in front. You can turn your wrists as you bring it up. There are a lot of different ways. I'm trying to focus on keeping my elbows in and bringing the weight up with my bicep. What I found has changed with my bicep curl. Someone told me once to really focus on keeping my arm tight the whole way through my curl, so really contracting that muscle. And a lot of people, once they get to the top of a curl, they kind of let the movement go a little bit, but really work on contracting and holding tightness at the top and then going back down instead of just bringing it up and bringing it down. And as you can see here, Gabby thought my shirt was quite humorous. And shout out to my sister for giving it to me. These last few reps I was struggling, so I was making sure to keep my body as tight as possible so I wouldn't be using other parts of myself to bring the weight up. We moved on to dips. Now, I'm really trying to do exercises that I don't normally do. A lot of times when I'm working tries, I just do dips on a bench, and I don't really do body weight dips with my whole weight. So try doing an exercise you didn't think you could do. Gabby, even though she has amazing triceps, like really strong triceps, dips are hard for her. So just doing different exercises in general is just going to help your overall strength and look of your body. Every exercise doesn't hit your body the same way, so tricep push downs do not hit your body the exact same way that dips do, even though they're both working the tricep. And you're about to see tricep push downs right now. Even though they are both working the tricep, they are working different parts, and each little movement, no matter how different, is working your muscles a different way. So really think about that when you think about what muscles you're working, and if you do the same 3 exercises every time, maybe try switching it up or exchanging it for a different exercise that works the same muscle. And as you can see here, I push my shoulders down in with my tricep extension. As I said before, there are a lot of different ways to do an exercise. Next, we moved on to a different superset. Gabby here is doing V curls. She just set her weights down. You'll see them more in a second. Gabby is doing V curls. I'll talk about it in a second. And right now I'm doing spider curls. A lot of gyms, and our gym included, has a preacher curl dealio. And on the back of our preacher curl, you can lean over and do spider curls. But basically, spider curl is hanging your arm down completely straight. And your shoulders being over your arm, so you can't do it just standing up. You have to have some kind of support and bringing it up. Now, we're both using a 20-pound weight here, and the 20-pound weight was significantly harder than I thought it was going to be. Even though we just did seated curls with a 20-pound weight, this adds an extra little air for bringing it up. So you have to bring it up further, and you have to contract your muscle differently. It's another form of a curl, but my body was using it differently. Now you'll see me do some V curls. Now how you do these is, how I'm doing it right now is optional, but hold one out to the side and then the other one you curl it as you're doing it. So I did sets of 12. Try to keep your body straight. I know I was just joking about hitting Gabby, but try to keep it straight and keep your body centered. It'll also help your core. I get a lot of questions about doing abs. I don't do abs a lot. I probably should get better, but doing things that you use your core in is going to really help, especially doing one arm at a time or one side of your body, because you have to keep your balance. So doing these, it's really going to hit a different part of your bicep than when you bring the curl in front of you. And if you really want some more defined biceps, or just your arms to look more toned, in my sarcastic voice, because I talked about in my last video and I don't like when people use the word toned, use different forms of an exercise you already know how to do. So just switching it up a little bit is going to change everything. So don't just stick to the same exercises. Look into different ways to doing it. And if you see someone at the gym doing an exercise you haven't seen and you're just like, man, that seems cool, I want to do it, go up and ask them and say, hey, can you explain this exercise to me? Can you explain what part of the body it's working? Can you give me some insight as to why you choose to do this exercise? And you'd be amazed at what you'll be able to learn. Like I told you, the whole squeezing at the top of the curl, I learned from someone at the gym, and it's helped me a lot. Now, these next two exercises that we did were to burn out. Now, if you're not familiar with what it means to burn out, it's at the end of the exercise where you take something to failure multiple times if needed. So we did running the rack, which means that you just grab from the highest weight that you can do an exercise in, and you go till failure, and then you drop. It's like a drop set, but you're continuously dropping. So we did curls, normal curls, and we started with 30 pounds. Now, Gabby just did like 6 curls with 30s. I could only do 3, I think. Still working on strength. And as you can see, I'm struggling here trying to keep my body straight and really pulling from my muscle instead of using my legs or my shoulders or any other part. When I start to lean in an exercise, or when I see that I can't bring it up without distorting the rest of my body, that's when I try to drop the weight and keep going. So I did a few there, then we dropped down to 20s, then to 25s, then 20s, then we went to 15s. And basically the point of doing something to burn out is just running your muscles to exhaustion. If you don't understand how your muscles work, to build more muscle when you're lifting, you're actually tearing your muscle, and then when you sleep, it rebuilds. That's why it's so important to fuel your body with food, and why food is important, because you're fueling your muscles and your body, and if you're not doing that, then you're not helping your muscles, and that's where muscle soreness comes from. You just ripped your muscles to shreds. Of course they're going to be sore, but just a heads up as to what doing something to exhaustion at the end of the
Merry Christmas!
So this last exercise we're doing, they are called bee stings, and if you're working bis and tris together, this is definitely the burnout for you. So we actually learned this from our girl Chris at Cade. If you're watching this, what's up? And what I'm struggling with the plate there. What you do is you grab a plate. We use 25-pound plates. We're working towards 45s, but you start at 8 and you go down from there. You can theoretically start at any number, but you'll do 8 curls, bring it up, and do 8 tricep extensions, bring it back down, do 7 curls, bring it up, do 7 tricep extensions, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it really hurts. If you can't tell by our faces, we start struggling. If you've never done these before, I vividly remember the first time Carissa showed us, and we were dying. We did not understand. Like, I had to turn on my music at the most inspiring music I could think of to be able to finish this set.
You go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Gus, stop. Gus, you're just so cute. Let me put it on Twitter. That's my impression of Sue.
Listen.
But you go, hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
No, I say, what's up, homies?
Yeah, you go, bye homies.
I love myself.
Before this, Sue goes, let's make a video on how to have fun with yourself.
Scream.
Look at those.
Look how good they look. That looks like some McDonald's shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it. What's up, guys? I went ahead and left those last few clips in there just so you could see a little more about how me and Gabby interact with each other. And also just it's important to have fun with yourself. Gabby and multiple other people make comments about how they can't always take me seriously, and Gabby's not being mean when she says that. She's not being mean, but because I wear pigtails and sometimes I wear my hair in space buns and I wear funny shirts, but it really is important to not take yourself so seriously, have fun with yourself. I know it sounds just so cheesy, but I just think like life's too short to like give a crap about if what you're doing is cool or not. Like, I'm not cool, but it's fine because whatever. But I hope you enjoyed that workout. I hope you learned something, and if you want to see anything else from Gabby and I, just let me know and we will figure it out.